Real estate agents are collaborating with mortgage brokers to commit mortgage fraud in Canada.
Is it the CBC article?
Yeah, a
All right,
lot.
let's talk.
With interest rates so high, is mortgage fraud moving in?
Income he can make.
We're undercover, hearing the pitch.
They will do some documentation showing that you guys are making more, and they'll get you qualified.
A lot of mortgage fraud talk happening a few weeks ago. I just wanted to get your take on that.
I'll break it down for you in a couple ways. One, it's people creating fake documents in order to get approvals. Two, it's altering documents, and there's a whole industry in Ontario that centers itself around creating fake T1s, T4s, employment letters, and pay stubs, down payment doc verification, all that. So it is scary.
I didn't necessarily see a point in shooting a huge YouTube video, just kind of saying rah, this is terrible, because that's obvious. I don't shoot videos every day or create content saying murder is wrong, because it's just obvious. The one thing that I do prefer to do instead is to see a problem and not just outline it without any solutions. I prefer to actually drive home some kind of solution. The one problem that really upset me that I saw with that article is who they were targeting, in particular when it came to people who were new to this country. I am a first generation Canadian. Both my parents were not born in Canada. So for me, that kind of hit a soft spot, because I don't like that feeling of just, if someone in my family were new to this country and had come here from abroad and didn't know the rules, and then because of that they got taken advantage of. The nice thing about YouTube is that anyone can see it from anywhere, and a lot of people, when they are researching moving to a new place, will go and YouTube it. So for all those people who are thinking about moving to Canada, who is looking to come to Canada, move to Toronto or the Greater Toronto area, what are some things that they should watch out for? What are some red flags that they should be looking out for to avoid mortgage fraud? What are some questions that someone would ask them that would be kind of a telltale sign that they should stay away from this person?
Yeah, that's such a fantastic question too. And I like that you're kind of taking action as opposed to just, hey, this is a problem, and then leaving it there. You're, hey, this is a problem, and what can we do? So yeah, first things first, if you're moving.
If you haven't already, please feel free to join our community and hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like a notification every time I put out a new video, click the little bell.
If somebody's moving to Canada and doesn't know, if they know anybody here, first thing would be to try to get a referral. Try to be referred to a great realtor or a great mortgage professional who will then, refer to other people in their circle of trust. That would be step one. If you don't know anybody, then there's a ton of social proof out there. So that is, Google reviews are definitely great. Checking someone's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook pages to see they're legitimate people. And then honestly, for me, I know I read reviews. I actually read what is said in the reviews, not just the number of them, but the impact that people have. So you can tell pretty quickly whether or not it's real people writing these reviews or not. If you've done that and you have a great phone call and you're booked a phone call with somebody, questions that I would be afraid to hear if I'm a client are, hey, do you need me to create something for you? Do you the questions that you want to be asked is, what is your income? What's your plan when you move here? How do you pay yourself?
By the end of this video, you think to yourself, hey, I'd like to chat with that guy about real estate. Feel free to click the link in the description below. That'll connect you to a calendar where you can book a quick 15-minute chat with me at a time that is most convenient for you. Or feel free to just simply email me to adam@visionrealestate.ca. Any question that you have, and I will shoot you a personalized video response within 24 hours.
And another note too, if you're completely brand new and don't know anyone and aren't referred to anyone, I would definitely be interviewing multiple people in all aspects of the real estate transaction.
Okay, so basically, if anyone's asking you, do you need me to create some documentation for you because I need this and that documentation, and you know, you don't have it, for example.
Every single document that needs to be uploaded or provided to the professional needs to come from you. There should never be any document that comes from the broker, that comes from the lawyer, that comes from the realtor, that proving your income or your, you know, your abilities to cover the mortgage. It should always be coming from your own self.
How do you screen for fraudulent documents? Do you guys have a system for that?
Yeah, 100%. So me personally, I am like a super diligent person, and because I have great relationships with lenders and the underwriters at these lenders, I want to make sure that, you know, for example, if I get an employment letter, guess what? I'm calling the employer myself before I send it to the lender, because I know the lender is going to do it, and I just want to make sure that the person on the bottom of that employment letter is the person they say they are and can verify the employment we want them to verify. Makes sense. So, you know, I do all that on my end, make sure the pay stubs are all like up to date, make sure like the year-to-date income on those pay stubs are also up to date, just to make sure, it's essentially, it's only to make the client's life easier, my life easier, and of course the lender underwriter's life easier as well.
So it is a human verification method. It's not an automated system of some kind that goes and checks for discrepancies
I think
across all
that's going to
systems.
come in the next couple of years. We will have to save that for it's such an interesting stuff coming down the pipeline, and some lenders are already doing it. I'll give you
Wow.
a quick little a quick nugget before I got to run. But some lenders right now, if you bank with them and want a mortgage with them, you might not need absolutely anything. If you have 3 years of steady income coming in, you don't even need an employment letter and a pay stub. It's auto approved. So we'll save that for another time, because that's something that I think will be coming down the pipeline in the next 2 years.
Interesting. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it as always. If you like that video, click the subscribe button on the right, or feel free to enjoy another video here on the left.